Hello, great people. I'm glad to come your way again today. It's always a pleasure for me to stop by and brainstorm with you on the issues of life. Remember that our series is I Am Africa, and I've told us that this is a concept that I'm selling to my fellow African brothers and sisters so that we can personify Africa in a bit to feel the weight of our success or our failure. To this point, we have said a lot of things, but today I want to talk about something that has limited us to this point. You must not be a politician to be a solution to African problem, right? You must not be a politician. In fact, you don't really need politics to be able to resolve any of the problems that you choose to resolve in Africa. And I'll give you a simple example. You know, when Jesus came, right, he was the Messiah. And he understood that he came to save the people, save the world from their sin. That was the problem that he came to resolve. You too have come to resolve a problem. But let's pick some lessons from his life. When Jesus came, remember there was a time they wanted to make him the king by force. No campaign, no election, but they wanted to crown him king. He rejected it. Over the years, many people have said a lot of things about this particular area that Jesus rejected to become an earthly king. Therefore, Christians should not be involved in politics. For me, I think it is erroneous. Why? Because that is not what the story has to say. The question is, why is it that Jesus rejected that position of becoming a politician? The answer is simple. It is because, in relation to what he came to do, becoming an early king will not have helped in any way. Instead, it would have hindered him from the solution to the problem he came to resolve. For Jesus to save the world from their sin, he had to go to the cross. He had to be crucified. He had to be condemned, judged, and crucified. Right? Tell me, if he was wearing that robe of a king, if he was sitting on that throne of a king, how will it happen that you go and you hold a king, eh? Arrest a king and drag him on the street, flog him, and then go and crucify him? Just the military alone would not let you, right? So that position, looking good, would not have contributed positively to the solution of the problem he came to resolve. Instead, it would have hindered him. Instead, it would have chained him, tied his legs, and stopped him from actually going that way. Yes, he would have passed decrees. He would have done so many things with the military, forced people, but that would have just been Israel. It would not have been global. But the solution that he was bringing was a solution to a global problem. And so he had to follow the path that was going to bring him to that position of releasing the solution and the effective solution to the global pandemic, right? So that was because that was his assignment. So while he was walking there at that time, I'm busy focusing on delivering. There were kings that were playing their politics. There were priests that were playing their activities in the temples, right? But he remained focused because all of those things were not supposed to distract him. They were not part and parcel of his game. And so he focused on his own path and played it well. We can pick the same lesson. If you discover that the scope of your work does not involve politics, what is your business with politics? Right? If you came like Jesus to save the people from a particular thing and the scope is clear to you, Jesus did not need politics to be able to deliver. But you are not wanting to do anything because you think that you need politics. Now, start by picking the problem and find out whether in solving that problem you need politics. If you need politics, you will also discover that you have to go into politics. But if you don't need politics, what is stopping you from delivering? Ask yourself these questions. So, my dear friends, you don't need politics. If it is not needed for you, you don't need it. So, my dear friends, focus, pick your problem, and let's make progress. I wish you all the best. Bye bye.